Hey fellas, so this is a quick thief baseline video. This is what we expect from thieves in a guild. Alright, so again, thieves are very good in Fractals. They help a lot. Sometimes they can save teams a lot, like often enough. What you want to mainly take is going to be Signet of Malice for your heals. Let's go over utilities real quick first. So Signet of Malice, healing 133 every attack, and you do have dagger and sword, so it's a lot of HP over time. You think about the overtime benefits, not like the solid heal. Yeah, it's 3,200. You do have your withdraw, it's 4,000, and a evade, but then depends. If you're hitting more than one mob, you're getting more than 133 heal ticks. Next one is Assassin Signet. This is for power. Since you're a thief, you're pretty light, and you don't have a lot of HP, so you want it to do as much damage as you can. If you're trading for survival, then that's kind of pointless because you're going to do less damage, and the team's better off getting something else like an Ellie. Next one is going to be Signet of Agility, plus 180 precision. It's pretty good. Try to keep your crit 100% or near it. All the crits in the world, so that all your attacks hit very heavy. Next one is Dagger Storm for your elite. You can do something else like Thief's Guild, but it's pointless. Dagger Storm is very helpful for a team. Reflects, and you get stability, you get bleed, cripple, etc. Chains off later with your utilities. Next one is Shadow Refuge. This is the interchangeable skill, usually this and the Assassin Signet. So Shadow Refuge, you can take this, or you can take Smokescreen. You can chain Smokescreen with Dagger Storm, right, for almost permanent blinds for about 7 seconds, like so. So you're shooting out blinds, and there's 5 mobs. Those mobs are gonna be almost permanent blinded for a little bit. There's other skills here. I'll go over them later, but that's about it. Those are the main ones you want to take. You want to unlock Tripwire for later. It's an unblockable knockdown. So from bosses like the Champion Ooze and Reactor, you can block it. You can knock him down when he does his shield block, and you can cancel it. You also have Scorpion Wire. Again, it's a pointless pull, but you can use it for something like Weapons Test Facility. And you have your Shadow Step. This is for Cliffside, Wisp running, etc. You can solo 2 Wisps on a Thief, maybe 3 if you use Portal, but it's pointless either way. Let's move on to weapons. Weapon sets are going to be as follows. You want to run around with a short bow and sword pistol, right? This is going to be your Defiance removal set, your sword pistol set. You almost always want this on for most bosses that have Defiance. Your pistol whip is the main skill. That you want to take. It has a daze or a stun. That's going to take 1 Defiance off. Also has a gigantic chunk of damage added on with it. We don't really use headshot because it gives daze, but you're not doing damage with it, and we need thieves to do damage. The initiative difference is only 1, as you can see. Pistol whip is a little dangerous, but then it gives you an evade. So after that first daze, poof, there's your 1 second of evade. So maybe 1.5 seconds of evade. That's pretty good. You can spam it up to 5 times if you're traded properly. Then you have your black powder. You want to use this to blind mobs, like when you're stacking in a corner. Example, if this is a corner over here, and mobs are coming this way, just click a black powder and auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, another black powder, auto attack, auto attack. So keep the mobs from hurting your team. That's 5 mobs blinded. If it was mobs like Ascalon, that rush hits like 15-20k sometimes. That'll be a blinded hit, so they don't really hit that damage, and you just save your team. Other ones are Infiltrator Strike and all that, but the main things you want to worry about is Pistol Whip and Black Powder. Auto attacks hit pretty high, so you want to keep doing that too. Next is Bow. You want to use your Cluster Bomb on fire fields and stuff. We expect you to, use it properly. So if an Ellie links fire field or lava font, or if you see lava font on the floor, like where this rabbit is, I'm gonna blast it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually 4 or 5 blasts is enough. That's it. 15 might is good enough. You can go more, but that depends on the runes you have on. Alright, secondary stat. Sometimes you're fighting bosses that are pretty easy to dodge, really good telltale signs of their heavy hits. You want to do Dagger, and Sword Pistol. This is going to be your survival set, your Sword Pistol. It's going to get your HP up, and it's going to give you all the evades that you need to survive the fight. I have a couple thief videos on YouTube already. You just watch them. They're going to be in the main page of my channel, and it shows me playing thief on pug runs or guild runs, and you'll see the how much more survivability the pistol whip and sword pistol give you. A dagger, it's a heavy hitting freaking attack. You've got your backstab, 2,500 base damage, and you have your cloak and dagger. Basically, on some bosses, cloak and dagger is like a 10k damage hitter, with backstab, which is 15 to 17k. That's 27k damage. You do go revealed, but that's around 3 to 4 seconds of revealed. So every other 3 to 4 seconds, you're spamming 20k, 25k, almost 30k damage. That's pretty high. Equivalent to a Warrior's 100 Blades, except you do way higher damage auto attacking on a thief, etc. And you have another evade, fourth of a second evade. Time it properly, and you can survive for a very, very long time on thief. Your Heartseeker, you almost rarely never use that, because again, cloak and dagger with backstab hits a lot higher than that, like 2 times higher. Alright, let's go to traits. So baseline for thieves in the guild, you want 2 different trait setups. You want either 56003 or 66002. Your traits are going to be follows. Always have Sundering Strikes in your setup, because you're trying to give that vuln. You give a lot of vuln as a thief. Then you have dagger training or combined training. One of these two. Either of these two. Improvisation, you can trait for it, yeah, but that's only like 1 ice bow spike and that's it, it's gone. It's kind of pointless. Combined training, 5% more damage to your pistol whips, and dagger training, 5% more damage to your backstabs and your cloak and daggers. Now for your elites, it's going to be revealed training. Plus 200 power when you're revealed. So after you do your backstab, right, you're going to have plus 200 more power. That's going to be a lot higher auto attacks. Like you're going to hit like 9k-ish or almost 10k auto attacks or DPS per second from your auto. Then the next trait line, you're expected to have side strike on critical strikes. You can do it whatever else. You can do pistol mastery, etc. But this is good because you're a thief. The Guardian will tank the boss, and you're almost beside or behind the boss, taking no damage. So you want this for the extra 7% crit chance. That ties on to your Signal of Agility, and you're getting it at almost 100% all the time. Next one is Practice Tolerance. Reason we take this over anything else, like Critical Haste and all this other crap, because of the Vitality. You do need a good chunk of HP later on. There's a certain threshold of HP and armor that you need to be able to survive one-hit attacks from, like auto attacks from Archdiviner or Mossman, etc. Like you have thieves with 12k HP who go down one shot. That's pretty bad. I have 15k HP here, but it doesn't reduce my effectiveness at all, as I'll explain in a little bit. Then the next one, your elite is going to be Invigorating Precision. This will keep you up alive almost the whole, like any fight. 15% of your crits go to your HP. So if you're hitting 3 mobs with a 15k pistol whip, that's 45,000 damage. 15% of that will go to your healing. So basically you're healing yourself like 7,000 HP or more from 1 pistol whip when you're hitting 3 mobs with it, critting. This is a very powerful elite. You can go Executioner if you think you're gonna be able to survive a fight like Bloomhunger. You can go Executioner as long as your HP is a little high and you don't get hit. Next one is Trickery. You want Flanking Strikes on Trickery. It's 5% damage modifier. That's 10% total from your dagger training or combined training. So it's 10% more damage. And you also get a little bit of, well, it's still recharged, doesn't really matter. Initiative. So this 3 initiative makes a big difference. You can spam your pistol whip 5 times with this. Do it 4 times and then use a steal and then use it a 5th time. That's like 5 Defiant stacks. Plus like 80k plus damage worth of spams. Alright, so your base stats. Let's go with armor next. All thieves are expected to have their own little Zerker set. It should be Zerker, nothing else. You can go with PTV or soldiers, but we prefer Zerkers on thieves. As you note, I have a full set of soldiers here with Mesmer runes. This is my own little thing. It's not baseline, but it's for the Ice Elemental in Fractals. the one that you can't crit on. So a lot more survival and a little bit more power. Same as Zerker. Then I have Ascended Zerker strength set with runes. This is for blasting, so teams would like, you know, no PS War, or if I want to blast Might and do damage anyway, or I know I'm going to take a lot of damage to the point where my Scholar runes are ineffective, I will put this on and do, you know, almost always 5% more damage from Might. Then your armor set should be baseline. All thieves in the guild should be on Scholar runes and Zerker, as you can see here. Again, goes back to the fact that with Invigorating Position and your Pistol Whip, your HP is almost always full, so you're getting that almost a permanent plus 10% damage. But you know, take one hit and it's gone. You still have the ferocity from it though. Again, weapon sets, dagger, and then sword pistol. You can also go pistol. I'll equip this real quick. Pistol, right, for range fights, and then sword pistol. Usually I use this for Jade Maw to drain him and stuff, and all that. I do dagger. Dagger pistol. This is for the shadow shot. Get from one point to the other and hit that mob really hard. Again, you want to usually run this until you get to Bloomhunger, Arch Diviner, which you're not blasting constantly. Alright, next is trinkets. You want full Zerker trinkets and at least 2, I repeat 2 PTV trinks. So this is, right now I have 2 soldier trinkets. For the HP, again, you want a certain threshold. Almost 14.5 to 15k HP would be good. Again, your weapon, Zerker weapons, but I have here a PTV weapon for that extra HP and armor. This will save you. Next up is going to be, again, well, whatever. It's full Ascended.
Oh, I know of a good use for that.
Baseline, just take full Zerkers and then 2 PTV. These are pretty cheap. You get these all the time in Fractals. People throw them away, people sell them, but these save your life. They give you that HP to survive certain mob attacks. You'll see some of the videos. Some thieves go down really fast. You get one-shotted because you have 12k HP, 0 armor, and a mob hits you like 14k, like Arch Diviner. He loves throwing 14,000s around, 13,000s. So just get a little bit over that, whatever damage you usually take from an attack, and poof. So you see, none of it is too low, like 212% crit damage. Power's 2.6, and then, you know, crits 59. With this, I usually go Sharpening Stone and Shaken Asparagus. You can go with Om or something Lifesteal, but again, baseline should be Power, Utility, and Power Food. That's going to drive your power up to 2,800 almost. With a 62% chance of crit. With a Warrior Banner on, that's 82%. With Fury, Warrior Banner with Fury, that's around 90% to crit chance. And then with your flanking strikes, that's around 98% almost. So you're almost 100% critting on this setup with all this power. And that's about it. This is the baseline thief that we expect you to have for Fractals. You can go, again, 66002, but I do prefer the 5.6 option because of the extra pistol whip spam. You're expected to take Defiance off, right, for the team. Again, that's where pistol whip comes in. You do damage with Defiance removal, and you're expected to survive and do damage. So again, we generally frown upon thieves camping ranged weapons on bosses because it's very low damage. You can spam your Clutch the Bomb also, but again, just meleeing the bosses would be better off because you do have survival. Even in DD, you have your Death Blossom, which is a evade with damage. And if I didn't cover anything in this video, I'll cover it later on. Just make sure you have your weapon sets. Also baseline for certain bosses, example the dredge boss, you want to use dual range, so you pistol and short bow, and you go to pistol mastery here for damage on pistols, and then you go dual skill, so that's 15% more damage with your unload. You're hitting around 100,000, 110,000 plus with your unload on that boss. Helps a lot. Then after that you do your short bow 5 and you teleport around and do the fire. I'll go over levels later on. This is just a baseline for gearing up a thief, setting up, and all that good stuff. And hope this video helps. And see you in Fractals.